Hey, Fiancé Freaks, I'm Sam.
I'm Emily, and this is 90 Day Fiancé Freaks.
Emily, wasn't the breakup this episode so sad?
Breakup? What breakup?
Forrest and his hand.
Forrest no longer needs that hand. He's got Sheena now.
They did it. They did it. No longer virgins. We're so happy for them.
So happy. I can't believe it took until episode 16.
It's taken 7 years. You can't believe it took till episode 16.
They're so cute. I absolutely love how they waited until they were comfortable in person. Even though they have known each other for all these years on security camera, they still took their time in person until they were in a comfortable place.
Do we think that has something to do with the fact that Molly is no longer as much a part of the picture as she has been the whole time?
I mean, yeah, I definitely do. Although Forrest did let us know that Molly's going to be there watching and cheering the whole time.
The entire time he says that in the car. So they're in the car on the way to Batangas, is that it? Which looks gorgeous. Amazing.
Gorgeous.
Place. Such a nice romantic place for them to go right after getting engaged and for this momentous occasion. So,
aww.
But they're in the car and yeah, Forrest says that his mom is going to be watching and cheering the entire time. And Sheena says, "You're creeping me out."
Well, the reason Forrest says that in the first place is because Sheena asks, do you think your mom is going to be okay with this? Or something along those lines. Do you think your mom is going to support this? I'm not quite sure what type of reaction she expected Forrest to give. I mean, of course, some snarky sexual innuendo. I mean, he is Molly's son.
And we see that no more clearly than after they have sex. Did you hear him describe it? I was like, Molly, is that you? Molly, is that you?
So funny. So hilarious. Even leading up to it, talking about Sheena putting on the see-through lingerie. They both talk about how nervous they are. And the night of, just the very last image we get is them under the sheets and Sheena's incessant giggling.
Oh. Wait, don't forget Forrest ripping off his shirt for her.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Can never, ever forget that. I love them. I absolutely love them. They're the fucking best.
Good for them.
And then the next morning, we get the shot. They're in bed together, so happy. Just such a sweet moment. Honestly, I loved what Forrest said about he feels like the world is revolving around him and Sheena.
Yeah, and she said some sweet things too about how she felt so respected and loved, and she's touching his face and giggling again. It was pretty cute.
Absolutely adorable. My question is, if the world is revolving around the two of them, where does Molly fit into this solar system?
I mean, I don't know. I think that's Molly's question too.
She's the typhoon hitting a hurricane.
God, that was such a good line. What a picture that paints.
And accurate, am I right?
Oh, spot on. And terrifying. I don't want to be in the middle of a hurricane typhoon.
Terrifying. I love how much alone time we've gotten in the last few episodes. Forrest and Sheena, just the two of them. But we fucking know Molly's right there. She'll be back. She's coming back, Sammy. What's gonna go down?
Listen, I want cameras on her and Dev during this time. What are they doing?
Right, we need a split screen situation.
Yes.
Forrest and Sheena are having their dates. They're going to the beach together. They're losing their virginity. They're doing all sorts of things, just the two of them. Where are Molly and Dev this entire time? We need to know.
So I'm just assuming they're back in the apartment, and I'm assuming that Molly is wandering the streets of the Philippines, talking to every fruit vendor, eating every thing she can eat. I'm imagining, and Dev is just silently trailing along beside her.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no way they're sitting in the apartment. They're definitely getting out. They're definitely adventuring. Maybe around Manila. Who knows? I feel like they're probably out sightseeing by themselves and just on and on their hilarious antics.
Ooh, maybe they went back to the strip neighborhood.
The strip club area that Sheena pointed out earlier. Oh my gosh. I hope
We know
so.
that's where they
Good
are.
for them.
They got to be there.
Fucking hope so. Sammy, I'm so confused. What is going on with Lisa and Daniel? What is happening? Things are just devolving, dissolving. I don't know. I'm so lost and confused.
What's unclear, Emily? She has to bring a goat and 2 yams and some money and sit down for a man to scream at her and spit at things. What is confusing you about this?
Throw some rocks, give some blessings.
Shells, thank you very much. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, shells. Oh my gosh, their segments just get crazier and crazier.
They start out in the market, Makoko Market. Again, take me there. I want to shop at this market. It looks amazing.
It looks so interesting and unique and yeah, just a cool place for sure.
They get ginormous yams, the biggest yams any of us have ever seen in our lives.
Well, the same size as Daniel's yams. So.
Stop, Emily, stop it.
He said it. I didn't fucking say it, Sammy. He said it.
You repeated it. But probably accurate.
I mean, we know it's probably accurate.
We know it's accurate. According to Lisa. So, but then the goat. How good was... So, Lisa's pissed that he does not haggle enough, negotiate enough for the yams, for the giant yams.
Yeah.
And so they go to buy a goat and she says, "Take a step back, Daniel. I got this."
Step the fuck back. I'm taking charge. We are not paying that price for this goat. They cut the price in half and then some.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lisa cut the price in half and then some, and then Daniel's got a few extra $1,000 off, but
yeah,
he did jump in at the end, and he did have the final say in the price, and he did put his foot down. So, well done to both of them for haggling for that goat. That was a gorgeous little goat.
So they bring the goat, the 2 yams. So you want to go to this market, Sammy, but do you want to go visit the high priest, great oracle, chief priest? Do you want to go there?
Not particularly, no.
Maybe as like a fly on the wall, but not as Lisa nor Daniel or someone who is seeking a cleansing.
No. Here's my question. Why is he yelling so much?
Yeah, he's yelling a lot.
Do the gods yell? Is that why? Because he's a voice for the gods, he says. Are these yelly gods?
Must be.
Or is the transmission system broken?
I would lean toward yelly gods.
Okay. Any good god has some wrath, so
His transmission system seems pretty good. I mean, he's spitting the spirits. He's throwing those shells. I don't know. It's probably just, they're loud, forceful gods.
Well, they're angry because she is in need of a good cleansing. She's
an abomination, according to the gods. Just the words to describe Lisa. They just keep circling round and round, circling round and round. I'm imagining flushing a toilet. Just the words used to describe her, Sammy. They're just swirls of negativity in these last several episodes.
True. Are they inaccurate, though?
They're harsh.
No, they are harsh. And she is repentant.
She is. Yeah, she definitely is. I mean, I was raised Catholic. This is like confession on crack.
Confession on crack. I also am a recovering Catholic, and I agree with that assessment.
But yeah, I mean, she gets the cleansing. He grants it. She's cleansed.
But she's pretty sure she's actually being cursed. Yeah, she says, is he putting a curse on me? She calls it voodoo magic shit. She's not impressed, but she is, again, repentant. She starts to cry, which he points out, and she does, for once, tell everything. Daniel just says she's laid with her fellow woman, and she says, no, I married them, and I did not divorce them yet, but I'm trying.
In the moment when she was there with the high priest, she was not acting like it was voodoo shit or like it was scaring, maybe that it was scaring her, but she was taking it very seriously. And then she had some shit to talk about it later in her interview. So, she's playing along. She's going along with what Daniel wants.
Yep, and she got it.
Is it what Daniel wants or is it what Uncle wants?
Uncle wants. It's what Uncle wants. But she got it. She did what she needed to do. She kissed the statues. She is cleansed. Daniel seems to also feel that she is cleaner in some way because he's actually touching her again. He tells her he loves her again. It's like it's for him also cleansed her.
I totally agree. He's kissing her. They have another one of their infamous makeout sessions, Sammy.
Okay, but here, listen. In the car on the way there, he will not kiss her. She tries to kiss him, eyes open. He just refuses. So creepy.
The eyes open. I'm so glad you brought that up.
So creepy. And she's all into it. She's caught her eyes closed. She's smooching him. He does not move from his spot, doesn't lean in, open eyes, not kissing her back. And then after the cleansing, same situation. She leans in for it. He does kiss her. We do have to see his tongue again, Emily. But I still don't think he was that into it. This is not the normal. He did not suck on her nose. He did not lick all around her mouth. Like this was, and his eyes were still open. His eyes were still open. So I still think he has his reservations, but he's blazing forward. He's gonna still marry her.
Blazing forward. She's cleansed. He's accepting it. Let's fucking get married.
Do they have to get the blessing again?
Oh, good question. Maybe it's just like a quick phone call or text to Uncle. I mean, they did what he wanted. Oh, you know what? I bet Uncle's in direct communication with the gods. He knows the cleansing's been completed.
He's definitely in communication with the elders and the oracle, so he does know it's been completed. But I'm just wondering, he rescinded the blessing, and then she got cleansed. Now does the cleansed Lisa have to go get a new blessing? That's going to be...
I think that it's just automatically their systems are in place. It's going through the channels they need it to. You know what I mean? It's Uncle's communicated with the high priest. He's communicated with the gods. They're good to go.
Alrighty. Good to go. Well, Lisa's really cold again, Emily. This entire episode, she's freezing.
She's so cold. Is it really that cold? I don't know. I need to know what time of year she's there.
We need more information.
But no, you're right. She's fucking freezing.
It could be that she doesn't wear clothes, but it could also be... I thought Australia was hot, but it is a desert, so maybe it's cold. Regardless, she's cold. Josh comes back to the apartment. He is also a little cold towards her, but they decide to go out, and they go back to the beach.
They're out on the beach. It's windy.
They've got their feet in the water. The waves are lapping at their ankles. And they just have more conversations about the same things.
Same thing. I was wondering, how do her boobs not pop right out of that red top, Sammy? I was having these thoughts. I was wondering these things. And then Josh literally says something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it was.
He said the wind is going to sweep her top away and he wishes it were windier.
She really likes that style of shirt. Like, it's cute. It's way cute and, like, sexy as all hell. But, I mean, they're just going to pop right out. How do they not just pop right out?
They're perfectly placed and they don't move. I think they just stay where they are.
Do you think they're taped there?
They probably are. Well, no.
They might be taped. I don't know.
Elise, what's your secret, girl? Are you taping? What are we
How do
doing
you
here?
make him look so good in that insanely sexy top? Because that's not the only time she's worn that style top. She's got like 3 or 4 at least that we've seen of that same exact style.
I think she paid for them that way.
For her boobs?
Well, of course, but I mean, she paid that they stay in the same place and that any, I mean.
Oh. All right. Okay. Good take. I'll accept that.
I think she herself has said that, so that's not original, but
Oh, yeah. Okay. Great. No, even better.
So on the beach, they talk about more insecurities. She's questioning him still about Nat. We go round and round
Yeah.
and round we go. At one point, he takes her then on a boat, right?
They're on a boat from Josh's work.
That he did get permission for. That was my burning question, and Elise asked it.
And Elise asks all the right questions. I mean, Josh is playing this off like this should just be a fun boat ride, relaxing, chilling. Do you really think that you're going to take her out on a boat you borrowed from work and she's not going to bring up the whole boat crash debacle that she's been needing more answers on?
Of course. Of course she is, as she should. And thank you for that, because I wanted to know too.
And she asks all the right questions and she gets some answers too. It wasn't $20,000 that he had to pay to repair the boat. It was actually only a couple grand. That was one small detail. But of course, the biggest detail that comes out in this conversation is that Nat was there when this all went down.
Nat was on the boat. Of course she was. Of course.
But Elise didn't know that.
Elise didn't know that. It was because it was Nat's friend or connection of some sort that she was there, supposedly.
Right. Josh was trying to make connections. He was trying to network to be able to make a sale later on. I don't know, Sammy. I really don't think that Elise knew the extent of Josh and Nat's relationship before she got to Australia.
She absolutely did not. Did she even know
Yeah.
who Nat was at the beginning?
She maybe didn't even know who Nat was. And later on, when they're at the bar and Nat says that they're best friends, that was another piece that was like, okay.
Yeah, so Josh says they should all go to dinner together, the 3 of them, to sort this out. Maybe Elise and Nat will hit it off. And
In what world, Josh?
Wishful thinking, buddy.
Josh is trying to be like the Laura here. Like, in what world, Josh, is your opposite sex best friend going to become best friends with your lover?
And not even best friends, just could be in the same room without having an actual...
Just amicable. I mean, yeah. It's not going to happen with Beercon and Michael. It's not going to happen with Elise and Nat.
I feel like it is going to happen with Beercon and Michael. They're actually being pretty civil, but Elise is not.
We'll see. I can't wait. We'll see.
So they do go to dinner with Nat, and it takes a turn.
Pretty quickly, it appears. I mean, I'm not sure. You know that conversation was parsed together. They could have been there longer, but turned south pretty quick, it seemed like.
Well, here's my question, Emily. Is she... Okay, we know she's overreacting by screaming at people in the bar.
Right.
But do we think she's overreacting in being uncomfortable and calling him out on this? Is this an inappropriate and weird relationship? Let's revisit the question. Can men and women really be friends? Josh and Nat do not seem to have the same overt attraction and feelings for each other that Michael and Laura have. It is a little bit more questionable, right?
Or they're just not showing us. We just haven't seen as much of them as well. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but we've been able to see a lot more of Laura and Michael than we have of Josh and Nat. I mean, the opening scenes, the very beginning of Laura's story was Michael. So It's hard to compare.
Well, and that's where my question is. So now we have new context for the question. Can men and women really be friends? Is it a different answer with Josh and Nat, or does the answer stand that no, there's usually something there? Is Elise right to be worried about this?
With Michael and Laura, I said, no, I don't think they can be friends. But generally speaking, I do think that men and women can be friends. I still stand by that answer, and I'm leaning toward thinking that we just don't have enough information about Josh and Nat. It's extremely suspicious given the information we have. And Elisa's feelings and her worries and her insecurities and her fears are absolutely understandable in this situation. We just still don't have enough information. She doesn't know Josh well enough. She doesn't know Nat well enough. She doesn't know their relationship well enough. She doesn't fucking live there. She's about to leave, and Josh admits that he's moving back in with Nat. It's another thing if you're there day in, day out. She's not there day in, day out to truly get to know what their relationship is. She has to fucking leave and just trust him.
Yeah, that's going to be really hard to do. But even if we take out the sexual vibe, because she mentions herself that she does not think there is anything sexual between them. She doesn't see the chemistry. She doesn't think they're attracted to each other. If we take that out, is it still weird to have your significant other living with someone rent-free, supporting them emotionally, but no sex? What if it was Chris and not Nat?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that's different. I think that if it were Chris and not Nat, it wouldn't be an issue for Elise.
Okay. Interesting.
What do you think?
I just think Josh has really close friendships. I mean, he's got a picture of Chris above his bed. He lives with Nat for free. Like it seems as though he and that might speak a little bit to
why he's still single and nearly 40.
And that he is not a fully functional adult, like Elise is worried about, that he doesn't have all his shit together. Maybe like he does seem a little immature in that way.
Yeah, absolutely. No matter how you slice it, it's questionable to have a friend who's a woman who you're that close to. I mean, Elise says they text all day and all night.
Yeah, that's weird.
That part was so hilarious to me. Ding, 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 ding. Nat, 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 nat.
She is right to feel the way that she feels. Don't love how she expresses it. I don't love that she yelled at the bar, although she did get reinforcement. That other girl was like, yeah, you're right. That's weird.
Okay, so this is an entirely different topic. Honestly, we've talked about the Josh and Nat dynamic and Elise being totally founded and totally completely makes sense. The way that Elise reacted to this, Sammy, it's a completely different thing. Oh my gosh. Girl, you are unhinged. You look unhinged like this. Don't, please. And I understand she's upset. I understand. We said that. That was the other topic.
Yes.
But please don't yell at strangers in the bar, please.
I mean, the strangers were here for it, though. They were supportive.
But that's my next point, Sammy, is were they? Or was she intimidating them into answering her?
Okay.
So we got answers from two girls. The girl at the bar, who I think was genuinely interested at first. And then Elise wasn't getting any other responses from anyone else. So she turned her head, physically turned her attention to target another girl sitting at a table off to the side to decidedly get an answer out of her. And the girl gave an answer, but like, did she want to? That's my question.
No, she just wanted Elise to sit down. If she opposes her, of course, she's going to yell at more people. Yeah.
Right. It's like, I better fucking respond to this girl. I have to, and I better agree.
Yeah. Hurry, quick, agree.
But the girl at the bar, I do think that she genuinely did agree at first, and then she kind of realized, oh shit, this girl's going off into left field. But the other girl was just like, oh my gosh, I just have to respond. I have to. This girl is not going to let me not respond.
Yeah, for sure. I just hope Elise bought the whole place a round of drinks. So I feel like she can afford it, and I feel like she owes them all that.
Well, the most frustrating part of this whole thing is that Elise's reaction overshadowed any chance to get real answers.
Right. Yes.
I'm watching this so closely on the edge of my seat, hoping for real answers. to watch the dynamic between Nat and Josh, to get some insights into what is it really. They're close, they're emotionally connected, they're financially connected. I wanted to try to get more out of it, but Elise's reaction was so huge it overshadowed the whole thing.
Well, and it also undermined her very justified feelings.
Yeah.
But I think you're wrong, because I think we did get insight from her reaction, because they
did
left the
we?
bar. They left the
Yeah.
bar, and what did Josh immediately do?
He chased after Nat.
Nat. And Elise called him out. She's like, oh, you're with that. Of course you are.
Of course. Yeah, he did.
I think that probably says all it needed to say.
Speaks for itself. Are we disappointed or are we relieved that Aviva is not pregnant, Sammy?
I mean, are we Stig or are we Aviva, Emily? I am relieved. I'm a Stig all the way. What are you?
Yeah, I'm relieved. And like you said, he did play that well to express his support if she were pregnant. He was going to be fully supportive. He was going to be happy and excited, as you have to be in that situation. But the relief is undeniable for Stig. Aviva is visibly sad, upset, disappointed.
This is the most emotion we have gotten from this girl all season, Emily.
It truly is.
It was so, she's usually so cool and so coy, and she was so genuinely distraught. I did feel a little bad for her.
I felt bad for her, and I also felt like a baby cannot solve your relationship problems.
Well, it cannot lock down a man, which is what I think she was trying to do, to be honest.
Absolutely. She's trying to lock it in, and it will not, especially, I'm sorry, not Stig.
But will it? Because they take the pregnancy test, it's negative. Then he takes her to these Mayan ruins. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I did not see it coming, Emily. I was again shouting at my screen, no, no. And my children are like, what's wrong, Mom? And I was like, no.
Oh, I love that.
That was so out of nowhere.
Surprised.
It was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She's walking up the stairs of the Mayan ruin, and he falls back, gets down on one knee, and he fucking proposes? What?
Yeah. I mean, they're having the cutest moment. They have just bonded. He's trying to comfort her over not being pregnant.
He was very sweet, comforting her, saying, I do want a family with you someday. Don't be upset it's not now, it's coming. And lovey-dovey, kissing, hugging, holding hands. It was a really cute moment. I just did not think he was gonna do that. Damn, Stig, okay.
All right. Okay. I love how in the interview immediately after they bring up Aunt Spring.
Okay, how much was this just a fuck you to Aunt Spring from Stig?
I'm gonna marry your niece.
He's the one that brought it up.
He literally says, ah.
Exactly. At the end, he did a ha 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 like, in her face. He brought it up. He said to Aviva, you're going to have to tell Aunt Spring. And she goes, oh shit, I have to tell Aunt Spring. And then, I'm going to marry your niece. Ha ha ha. Damn. Okay, Stig.
Okay, so I have a question for you, and I cannot believe we have not made this parallel yet.
Oh boy.
In what universe, Sammy, can you imagine Aunt Spring meeting Daniel's uncle? Aunt and uncle, puppeteers. They're the puppet masters of this season.
I love every single thing about that. I think they would get on fabulously.
Aunt and uncle, right? They're
Aunt
super
and uncle
involved in these fiancés' lives.
Wow. I really appreciate that. Yes, I think they should meet. Let's get that going.
But yes, it was a super cute, adorable proposal. Amazing place to do it. Well done, Stig. The aerial shots at the end.
Yes.
What a memorable moment for them. And to have it documented that way, so gorgeous. Absolutely loved the pan out, zoom out of them on top of the Mayan
Mm-hmm.
ruin, the rolling, lush green hills behind them.
Stunning. Why did I actually get emotional when Emma said goodbye to Morocco, Emily?
Oh, well, because I did too. And because Emma on her own is 1000% better than Emma with I love Emma on her own. Get it, girl.
She will not be on her own. She is going to find love. Yes.
She's gonna find love. She believes in it. I mean, on the plane, on the way home.
Yes, exactly. That's why she looks so cute. I was wondering the whole time. I'm like, why is she wearing that cute ass outfit to the airport? I should have known from the outfit she arrived in, but I thought it was for Ziad. So I'm like, who's she going
You
home
were
to?
wondering, Sammy, this entire season, she's looked like $1,000,000 every single second. Of course, the girl's
second.
wearing heels on
True.
the $1,000,000 airplane ride back home from Morocco.
And you know she's going to stroll through first class if she can. Just a little sneak through first class and eye any men she sees there. She is so great. She has grown on us a lot. At first, we were pretty skeptical of her, but she has grown on us. And the woman she is coming into, I am here for it, Emma. She has a lot of introspection on that car ride to the airport. She said, Mohammed, first of all, she dashed my theory that Mohammed's fiance was the one texting her. She says that Mohammed texted her again and it made her realize that he brought her to Casablanca to mess with her, that he did it on purpose, sent her on a wild goose chase so he could ditch her and have the last final laugh.
That is so fucked up.
So mean. So mean. And I think she's probably right, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she is. I mean, she knows better than you and I do, Sammy.
Does she?
As much as I love your theory, I love that theory. Emma knows best.
But she decides she has to say goodbye to Ziad? What?
I mean, it is. It's questionable, but I do see her point. I do see her angle there. The fact that she was still holding on to something from Muhammad and felt like she wanted closure from that relationship tells us something about her. She wants closure. She may never go back to Morocco. She's already been there multiple times, gone through heartache, loves, breakups. She wants closure, Sammy. She's ready to leave, fully, completely close this chapter of her life.
I don't think so. I don't think that's it. No, she doesn't want closure. She wants to leave the opposite. She wants to leave the door open. She wants to make sure there's nothing else there. She brought the ring so that she could, just in case she saw Muhammad again, she could put on the dress and the ring and they might be able to get back together. Who knows? And then with Ziad, didn't it seem like when she was standing there that she was expecting something? She was waiting, and it wasn't for an apology. Don't give me that bullshit. It was for
What was
him.
it?
It seemed to me like she wanted him to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. We could try again. Let's keep in touch when you leave.
No.
Or don't leave. She wanted him to say don't leave.
Do you think she would have stayed or stayed
Yes.
in touch?
Yes. With Muhammad too. I think that she would, if Ziad reaches back out, I think she would. And that maybe not. Maybe she has learned her lesson because she said, this is a learning experience.
Yeah. And she's still searching for love. This is not the end of her journey. Yeah, that could be. The biggest takeaway I got from that scene with her trying to get closure from Ziad is the look on her face. Just the very last look.
Yeah.
On her face was complete and utter disgust.
Yeah.
It was the looks you and I have had on our faces since day one about
yes,
Ziad.
About Ziad. And I think the other reason that I was so upset about her saying goodbye to Morocco, we're not saying goodbye to her, right? We're going to see more of Emma, right?
I fucking hope so. And even this season, can she land? Can we see her land? Can we see Izzy pick her up? Please.
Yes.
I want more of Emma. I do. I want to see her story continue in one capacity or another.
I hope she's on another season of 90 Day at some point. And Or I hope she has a mute cute with the first class guy on the airplane and the rest is history.
Love. Well, Rick and Trisha are still in Trisha's hometown, living that village life, fetching the water, washing the clothes by hand. I just don't know if we've said enough how much we love Trisha and how amazing her life is there. And just to welcome Rick into her world in that way and all the intricate details of village life, to expose him to that, to give him that opportunity to experience that. I mean, she's really giving him a gift to show him a glimpse of what it's like to live a different lifestyle that's absolutely beautiful and admirable and incredible in its own right. Her ancestral home, everything about it, Sammy, I was really blown away this episode and the last several at the scenes that we're getting out of her hometown. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
It is gorgeous, and it seems like a really nice community. Everyone seems to be very close and very loving, very protective of each other. I will give it to Rick. He did jump in this week. He did carry the water.
Yeah, he fetched the water and he's just seeing the ins and outs. I loved when Trisha said, "And you think I'm bougie? I've never used a laundry machine."
Yes, girl. Yes. Tell him. Tell you I wanted a bathing suit and you think I'm bougie? Rick, I washed that bathing suit by hand.
Right. I mean, he would be absolutely lucky. He would be completely honored to be able to give Trisha a bougie life.
Yeah, you should. Exactly. You should feel lucky to be able to spoil that woman.
Absolutely. And she's happy with where she's from. She's proud of who she is.
Proud of it, yes.
She's showing us a glimpse of a lifestyle that so many people never see.
How much better was she at washing clothes than Rick, though? Because he says, this isn't much soap. And he starts to scrub a little. She says, no, you got to do it like this. Within seconds, she is sudsy. She has soap everywhere. And his little piece of cloth is still absolutely soapless. She's so good at it. She makes it look joyful. She makes it look just, you can tell that there's a joy in living life there.
Yes, absolutely. And if there's one thing that I love getting out of this show is seeing the way people live in so many different lifestyles, cultures, regions, climates, and that happiness and joy and fulfillment can be found in so many varieties of different situations, and respect people who live in ways different than me.
Such respect, such respect.
And honestly, respect for the urge and desire to see and experience something outside of your norm. Because while Trish is so comfortable and so confident in her life in the village, confident enough to bring Rick, bring a camera crew, show it to the whole wide world. And at the same exact time, she's super interested and curious about other cultures. Obviously, she's on international dating sites. She wants to travel. She wants to see the world. She wants to see things outside of her bubble, just like you and I, just like Rick, just like all of our fiancés who get out there and search for love abroad.
Love that. Love that. It was a really hard moment to watch, though, when she started opening up about her mom.
Oh.
We find out that her mom left when she was 1. This ritual, that is also something, talking about insight into other people's ways of life and insight into, this has never crossed my mind before, Emily. Of course, we come from such a Western structure where when families break apart, we have a very organized system about how the children are managed and divvied up and the time and this and that. It gets messy. Of course, it is such an imperfect system. It's never really crossed my mind that there are such wildly different ways to handle the situation. And the tradition behind it, the ritual. Her mom had to ask her new husband to buy animals and then slaughter the animals and use the blood and put it on the child's forehead in order for the mom to even touch her own children from a previous relationship.
That is the heart-shattering piece of this. To even touch her,
Touch
Sammy.
them.
And then what
I know.
Trisha said about how can you not love a brand new baby? She's a
know.
midwife. The context in which she said that is bringing new life into the world. She sees brand new babies. Just that she has experience with that. And it does make me wonder, who knows, her motivation to becoming a midwife and providing
Yes.
care for
thought
babies.
that.
Like, damn, girl, could we love you anymore, Trish? Could we?
I didn't think so. But apparently we can. And she says that's her motivation for wanting to be a mom, because she wants the
Yeah.
mother-daughter or the mother-child relationship she never got with her mom. And it's just such a heartbreaking story for her. We see her get emotional. Rick does comfort her. But Emily, it also made me think about her mom. We don't know what went on between her parents, why her mom had to leave. Maybe it was justified. But no matter what, maybe she really wanted to touch her children, but her new husband would. It's just so nuanced. There's so many what ifs that we don't know. It makes me, of course, angry at her mother. And how could you do that to Trish? But at the same time, what a rigid structure to deal with.
Right. It's so nuanced, and all we got was that piece of the picture. When Trisha's mom left, we don't know if it was even an option for her to, say, remain single and still be in Trisha's life. Maybe that's not even an option. If she left Trisha's dad, she has to find. I don't know. I'm speculating. We don't know exactly what you're saying. It's nuanced. I think it's so valuable to shed light on that, and the fact that we got a small glimpse. And there's still so much more that we don't know from this story. But what I do know is that Trish is the bomb.
The bomb.
So Rick does comfort her. And then later on, they're back at Trisha's place drinking rum with the dad and the uncle, demanding answers from Rick. They are not fucking around this time. They're not beating around the bush. Rick is trying to focus on, well, I love her. I love her. That's where I am. I love her. And the dad and the uncle and even Trish at one point are just like, no, that is not what we're talking about. We know you love her. That's not the point of this conversation.
He is so frustrating. Please just give us an answer. We cannot drag this out anymore. You are leaving soon. And she is ready to have children. I truly, Emily, don't understand what he's playing at here.
I don't either. I think that he really doesn't want kids, but he also doesn't want to lose Trish. So he's trying to tiptoe around the situation, evade his responsibility, still leave. He's trying to have all of his cakes and eat it too. Have his Colombian girlfriend on the side. Don't tell the dad he doesn't want kids, still be with Trish. Like he's trying to have it all, still look like the good guy. That's what I think.
What's his end game? Does he think that Trish is going to say, never mind, I don't need kids? Does he actually think he might change his mind? I want to know what his end game is here. Or is he just, like you said, going to have sex with her through the rest of the trip and then leave and they break up?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know about those long-term goals and aspirations of Rick, but here's what I can say. I think that what's coming in their next episode, the next time we see them, I don't know, Sammy, just based on the previews that we've seen and the direction of just little snippets of Rick and Trish, and I think Rick's gonna fucking tell her dad, yeah, he'll have kids. Just even if he hasn't made that decision. Like, where do you think this exact conversation is going to go? Their segment ended and Rick hasn't answered this question. I think he's going to say, yeah, I'll have kids with her.
Oh.
And that's why Trisha is going to forgive him and they're going to get on good graces again. And then he's going to fucking reel it back in and back his way out and back out.
He's not going to tell her until she's in the States on the K-1 visa. We know the
Yeah.
man doesn't have a problem hiding things and keeping secrets and lying to her. So you're absolutely
Right?
fucking right, Emily. Holy shit. You're absolutely right.
Thank
He's going
you.
to say
That's
yes.
my theory. That's
Convinced
my
me.
theory.
Convinced me 100%. Wow. 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 Okay.
Next week on Before the 90 Days, Daniel has his dick.
What?
So why would he ever give Lisa oral sex?
Oh, what?
You didn't see that in the preview? Lisa, they're laying in bed, and Lisa, all sultry.
Ugh.
There's only one thing you haven't given me yet, Daniel.
My face right now. The sex? Does she mean given it like or
Oral sex.
oral? Oh, I thought she wanted his. Okay, no, none of that. No, I don't know about any of that, Emily. Moving on. Is he gonna give it to her?
He says, why would I? I have a bleep.
Oh,
Why would I? I have my bleeped it out. I have my, you can see his mouth mouthing, I have my dick. Why would
Wow.
I? Or penis. I don't know. I don't know.
My yam.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, Annalyn and Javon are renewing their vows. Josh, Elise, and Chris are powwowing at the bachelor pad. On their last day in the Philippines, Forrest tells Molly he's staying. And BeerCon confronts Laura about the move she made on Michael.
I have to see that.
Okay, Sammy, couple quick questions this week is about Elise and Josh, and it's a family and friends edition. I'm going to be asking you questions about Nat.
Sweet.
Is Nat what you expected?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, me too. Yep. Is Elise surprised by Nat?
She's very surprised by their situation. Yeah. She's very surprised. I don't know if she's surprised by Nat's, personality or her looks or whatever. She's surprised by how much black she wears.
That's right. And Josh.
And Josh, yes. Another similarity between
All
Josh and Nat.
Australians, really.
I mean, it was just a shady way to say she didn't like the dress Nat just bought, right?
Yeah.
Because Nat said, oh, I went shopping today and I got this little number. And Elise says, you all wear so much black. Anyway.
Right. You could have said cute dress.
Cute dress. That's all you had to say. Even if it's not a cute dress, you just say cute dress.
And it was cute.
Yeah, it's fine. So I don't think she's surprised by who Nat is, but I definitely surprised by the nature of her relationship with Josh, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Does Nat support their relationship?
No.
I couldn't even finish the question.
I couldn't. Sorry. I couldn't let you finish. I just think she's not supportive. She was. I think she came in supportive.
She tried to be.
That first coffee or whatever they were having, that first cocktail, they seemed supportive. And then once Elise said she has a financial hold, Nat was done. Support rescinded.
The energy totally changed. The first meeting, the energy of Nat and the other girlfriend, they were happy, they were bubbly, they were excited, they were in a happy, good place. And then the second meeting, I feel like Nat just came in stoic, stone-faced, which, I mean, can you blame her?
I don't blame her. No, I don't.
How do you think Nat feels about Josh going on international travel?
I don't think she would love it. I think she would be sad to not have him in Australia, honestly.
She would miss her emotional support.
Oh.
And all-night text buddy and roommate.
And her roommate who doesn't pay rent.
Okay, Sammy, if you could go anywhere featured on this episode, where would you go?
I would go to Batangas, the resort that Sheena and Forrest lost their virginity in.
The color of that water was really pretty.
It really was.
Would Nat 90 Day?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't think we know enough about her, but she seems like an open person, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Nat. Sign her up. My 90-day takeaway for this episode is really just a vast appreciation for the variety of ways people live, for the different ways of life people lead, and just getting to see it all through this lens.
Absolutely love that and 100% agree. Well, my 90-day takeaway this week, Sammy, is if the gods, Uncle, and Aunt Spring are all yelling the same thing at you, you better listen.
You best be listening.
That's it, Fiancé Freaks. If you liked this episode, be sure to match our freak by subscribing, leaving a review, and following 90-Day Fiancé Freaks on social media for more.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.